Look at all this rain. It really is so beautiful, though it's different to be on a planet where it rains purple. I guess it makes sense since the soil is so different from anything that Earth had. And now that I think of it, actually, the color green is very novel here, isn't it? I wonder what it's going to look like once we're finally able to leave the colony and do a little bit of exploring. But we still have a long way to go before we're old enough for that. So hello everyone and welcome back to Solseria's adventures growing up on the first human colony in space on Vitumna. And yeah, I mean, it's been a few months now since unfortunately our best friend Tammy did die just of an electric shock when she was 10. And that is still really hard for me to wrap my head around. But we're gonna do our best. We're trying to stay by Cal's side. Oh, he's 2 years older than us, and he likes red Xeno eggs. Oh, that's so cool. I think he told us that an enemy also likes red Xeno eggs, so hopefully we'll be able to find some more. And I'm looking forward to hopefully being able to keep him feeling pretty strong and maybe get a little closer to Tangent because she is very studious and she knows a lot about how the engineering parts of the colony work, and honestly with all of the other kids, even Mars, because I think that's going to be really important. And look at how many other people we might meet in the future. Oh my gosh. But I think that's going to be really important because we are the generation who are going to be the ones taking our first footsteps here on the planet and growing up on it. And speaking of figuring out how to go ahead and grow up, I've been trying to give it a little bit of thought to what we might want to do for this month's activities. We're starting to get a little bit stressed, but honestly, guys, I think we need to work more on our bravery. I feel like maybe we'll be able to handle the stress better if we had a bit more bravery. And we're only at 2 bravery right now. And even though I really want to work more on my reasoning and I really want to continue to push my biology up, I don't know, maybe we'll be able to pull this off? What do you think, an enemy? Do we have what it takes? An enemy holds her stomach as you approach. Does the air here make you feel hungry all the time? Or is it just me? She wonders. I feel like I could eat a whole one of them mushroom trees. Just hump. She mimes shoving a giant mushroom into her mouth. An enemy. She really is so cute, you guys. Unfortunately, we don't have anything to offer her, and we can't train with her because I think we have the toughness of a small mouse. Yes, indeed we do. And I kind of think we should go ahead and just work in the garrison today by playing some sports ball. That only adds 1 to toughness, but it would add 2 to bravery. Gosh, does anything else add to toughness yet? I don't think we're big enough yet to do deliveries over here, even though Mars keeps talking about it. Yeah, we have to have, oh, toughness needs to be 10 or organizing needs to be 10. Wow. Well, that would earn us a lot of kudos, which might be good. But if we came over here to shovel dirt, that would actually raise our toughness up to 3. And it would actually help out our friendship with Cal. You know what? I do want to work on bravery, but maybe we need to be tough before we be brave, because if we are brave but we get ourselves into sticky situations, I don't think that's going to work out for us. All right, what does Mom have to say about this? Nope, she's going ahead and just doing her normal thing. And I mean, we could, to be honest, I'm kind of nervous to go back into the lounge. That's where Tammy died. And I don't know. I think feeling pushed away from that place where she was in that accident, it makes sense why we might want to push ourselves to the very edge of being able to handle stress before we try to do something about it. And if we came over here, we can register for engineering classes? Oh, that's so interesting. So can I do that now? I just want to see, what does that do? Using Congruence's HoloNet scheduling system is almost a test on its own. You feel like a hacker navigating the confusing interface, but manage to add your name to the list of drop-in students. You are now eligible to join Tangent and some of the older students in engineering class. That's so cool! Some of the older students too? Oh my gosh, are there any other classes I can sign up for? Not yet. So, studying engineering, 1 engineering, 2 reasoning, 1 friendship with Tangent, 15 stress. Would I meet any of the other students? I really do love biology too. I'm not really super duper in there for the reasoning. You know what? We're going to study engineering today because I think that it will offer a really good opportunity to sort of just get a flavor of what all of the different careers, or at least all of the different skills we could learn. Because I actually feel like people aren't like forced into their careers. Everybody is provided for all the food that they need and all of the supplies they need. And kudos are just for having like extra little perks in your life. So I love that because I bet it means Professor Howell really loves his job and he really loves being able to be our teacher. And that makes me so happy. And that's why I think we should at least test out the engineering, just so we have an idea of what might be offered. Professor Howell rubs his hands together as he waits for the class to settle down. He's in a great mood. This must be his favorite subject to teach. If biology and chemistry are the wet sciences, then engineering must be a dry one. But believe me, this class definitely won't be dry. He winks. It's weird. We'll also be learning math, physics, computing, robotics, architecture, and astronomy. Tangent raises her hand. I would actually lean heavily into astronomy, and also architecture. Well, okay, look, all of those things seem useful to the colony, but it would be really fun, interesting, to be able to have a little bit more insight into like where we are in the universe. Will we also be learning about nuclear engineering? She asked. Professor Hell nods. Yes. Okay. Yeah, kids, they're just learning about nuclear engineering. Don't worry about that. Professor Hell nods. Yes, at a beginner level. We'll have an overview of atomic theory and take a field trip to the engine rooms to learn how our ship's nuclear reactor works to power the colony. Whoa. I actually have been inside of a nuclear reactor before. Not like the actual reactor, but like a nuclear plant looking at a reactor. A small one in the city that I grew up in the middle of Missouri. They have like I think they have two nuclear reactors there. And it was the one for our university there, the University of Missouri. And we went there on a field trip when I was younger. And it was a very interesting experience. I'll never forget the way that the rods inside of the water tank glowed, and you could see them down through these like really powerful windows. So to be honest, I'm not really that disappointed. We're studying nuclear sciences. It might be useful to the colony among other things. Why do I have to stare at Tammy? I can't ever get rid of Tammy's cards. Like, they're staying forever and ever and ever. Okay, and then if we need to, we can use the mushwood log as an emergency. But let's do +1. All right, is that going to win us at least 12? Okay, that'll at least get us here. Yeah. Unfortunately, writing an essay doesn't really help right now because we don't have that, but we were able to add a little bit to it. Yeah. Oh, we add a social to the card. Okay. Yay. Oh, now we're getting stressed. Okay. Oh man, this needs to stop happening to me. This is gonna give me a heart attack. You're having a terrifying familiar dream. A monster crashing through the walls. Unfathomably large, every part of it wriggling and moving and searching for something. It tramples through the colony as you watch helplessly. Time shifts to the wreckage of your home. You're picking through it, looking for something. Tears streaking down your dust-covered face as you lift the heavy pieces of debris, searching. You wake up. Oh, now we're even more stressed. Okay, we might need to take a break now. You wake up shouting no, but your voice is drowned out by a deafening rumble from the skies outside. The bedroom window is covered in water? It's pouring down from the clouds. You guess this must be rain, but you've never experienced it before. There's a bright flash from outside, then another crack and rumble. Thunder! It must be a thunderstorm. I wonder what the thunderstorms are like on this planet, actually. It's still the early hours of the morning. You've already almost forgotten your bad dream, but you're too unsettled to go back to sleep yet. The rain beats down on the roof of your quarters, joined now and then with great peals of thunder, like footsteps of an angry beast. Hide under the covers till it's over, run outside and play in the rain. I kind of want to do that, but I think that this alien planet might not have the same kind of thunderstorms I'm used to as Earth. But I mean, I feel like I'm starting to try to grow up. We are only 10. Maybe I should go to my parents for comfort. maybe that would take away some of my stress. I really kind of want to go play outside though. Oh man. Early hours of the morning. Let's go play in the rain. Oh my gosh, we have a little rebellion but less stress. It's surprisingly warm outside and the water feels nice hitting your head. Everything smells fresh and damp and wonderful. The dusty, packed ground has turned to squelchy mud between your toes. You don't get too far from the door to your quarters, but it's exciting being outside in the dark, watching dramatic streaks of lightning arc down to the hills behind the colony. Ah, yeah, that's what I thought we might have. So I think we're in mid-wet month now. Got it. And there's just, I think, 1 month, maybe 2, left of our childhood. And I'm trying to think how we potentially want to spend it. So we have a little bit of organizing, a little bit of persuasion. I think we're kind of collecting some of these things gently on the side of things. I still think I want to work a bit more on my bravery, especially because what we were just doing last night, like running out in the rain in the middle of our first thunderstorm, that seems pretty brave to me. But let's go see what Tangent has to say today. Have you gone outside the colony? Oh yeah. Okay, so she's just talking about her brother as usual. And speaking of Dice, what you doing, Dice? Yep, he's just pouting because we're stuck here. Hey, Cal. Oh, okay. I have a mushroom log. Maybe he might like him. Oh, hey, Dad wants to say something new. You're looking a little worn out, my little firefly. Your dad greets you, looking concerned. You know, despite what your mom might say, there is such a thing as too much work. Maybe some R&R in the lounge would help you recharge those solar cells. What do you say? I'm fine. I'll sleep when I'm dead. I'm fine, thanks. Maybe I just need a hug. I want a hug. My dad's cool. His name is Geranium. Yay! Your dad throws his arms wide. Well, get in here, Tiger Butter. After a long hug, you do feel a little better. Your dad gives incredible hugs. Aw, that was so cute. Okay, that makes me really happy. Okay, so now our stress is down to 70. I feel like I might want to work a little bit more. Let's work on our biology until our toughness at least gets closer to 10. And by biology, I meant actually, you know, being over here and hanging out with Cal for a bit. So yeah, we'll shovel dirt because that's going to give us a lot of toughness and help out our friendship with Cal. It's your first day in the glorious world of agricultural soil conveyance. Oh boy. Good morning, Solceria. Looks like you're working for your old lady. I hope you don't expect me to go easy on you just because you're my daughter. She walks you around the geophonics wing and points out where everything is. Your job is to move sod, compost, plants, garden waste, and equipment from one place to another. That's actually sounds kind of important. Get comfortable with this, she says, pushing a squeaky old-fashioned wheelbarrow towards you. Now, any questions before you start moving that dirt? How about why not use hydroponics? On the ship, we grew most of our plants with their roots in the water, and it's true it was more hygienic that way, your mom replies. She brushes an insect off her arm, which lets out a loud squeak of objection. We have squeaking insects on this planet? But hydroponic systems use too much energy. Here, we have to grow as much as we can the old-fashioned way. All right, what about machines? The construction crew's already claimed all the hover lifts, she says, shrugging. But they'll break down in a few years anyway. We don't have the materials to fix them. Whoa, so we're planning for like a lot of our technology we have to become obsolete on purpose. Like, I guess that makes a lot of sense. It's not, it wouldn't exactly be easy to like set up some sort of deep drilling site searching for just the right like composition of metals, and who even knows if the way we understand how to build like our electronic systems would work on this planet. In theory, I think they would, but I don't know. In theory, we're also not supposed to have dreams about the future that involve getting eaten by giant monsters. She grips your forearm. We're planet-side now. Use your muscles. Nature's hydraulic pistons. That's really cool, actually. So where do I move it again? From over there, she points to a pile of dirt, to there. She points to an identical pile 10 meters away. She sees your confusion. We had some very precious soil from Earth on the ship, full of all the nutrients and bugs and bacteria our plants need to grow. Whew. Man, the ethics and difficulty of transporting bugs and bacteria to another planet. Gotta think about that. Wait! But it was lost, she sighs, in an accident. Now we're having to make more from scratch using Vernamnian soil. This is part of the process. Whoa. It was lost? Well, let's get to work. That's my girl, your mom says, slapping you on the back. You stumble a little. Your arms start to ache after the first half hour of work, but you keep going. By the end of the month, you feel utterly drained and exhausted. And good somehow. You can feel your muscles growing already. Yay! Oh, I really hope we're going to be able to pull this one off. I might have to use my mushroom log. Dun dun. Dun 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 dun. Yes! 13! Oh, I really do need to lose some of my baby memories, though. Neat! So we got 4 toughness. We got a little bit more friendship with Cal. We got some kudos. And we're ready for the late wet season. Wow. All right, look at that. Yeah, our toughness. Oh, 10 toughness. Oh, that's awesome. Maybe now we can start working on a little bit of bravery while we're at it. But I also kind of want to push our biology to 25. Is that potentially where we have like this first little notch of something we could be really good at? Oh, I wonder what's going to happen when the depot opens next year and when we get a little older and when we're going to be able to have entire new sections of this world, this alien world, to go ahead and visit. But I suppose those questions are going to have to wait for just a moment because I'm definitely quite tired out from shoveling dirt for a whole month straight. Though, honestly, I think Mom's onto something. There really is something quite satisfying about feeling like you're contributing to the colony that way. Alright, I'm going to do some stretches. Maybe an enemy can help us with that. And then we're going to come down and we're going to talk to Cal and see what we want to do with the very last month of our 10th year of life. So if you guys could, do please leave a like to shovel some alien dirt around. And if you'd like to join us on this and literally over 10,000 adventures, do please consider subscribing. But most importantly, stay curious, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye!